Okay, guys, it is Punt Factor bringing you some Green White Value Town. We're going to jump into League Match 2. That first one was really interesting. We played against like a grinding station combo with Thassa's Oracle. Very interesting. Um, yeah, it was really unfortunate. We didn't see a knight to Bajuka Bog things. Really, the trick to that deck, it was funny. I had my scavenging news out the one game, and they only run like one Mox Amber apparently, and the idea is that they use Grinding Station, they use Emery, and a Mox Amber, and some other zero mana artifacts. They basically have that new enchantment that allows them to cast something from the graveyard if they exile three other cards and pay the mana cost. So they basically just Grinding Station, mill themselves, bring a card back like a zero mana artifact, untap Grinding Station. They do that, and they start. They go until they hit Mox Amber, and they have an Emery out. So they basically get the Mox Amber. They tap for blue, sack it, etc., and then they cast Thassa's Oracle. Well, if you're playing against that deck and you have a Scavenging Ooze out, as soon as you see the Mox Amber, eat it, because they can't win. Really funny. We'll go ahead and keep this. We are on the play here. Let's go Forest Hierarch. It's a very standard value town hand. Also playing against... Oh, man, what is up with this Arkham's Astrolabe stuff? God, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Let's go ahead and get our Courser down. Off of the Ghost Quarter, so I didn't lose life. Obviously, playing the Temple Garden, I'd rather have Courser in, so I can keep it untapped and only lose one life. Same sort of theory with the Horizon Canopy. Path off the top isn't really what I'm looking for, but... So what is it? Snow-covered forest, Arkham's Astrolabe, so probably another variant of... whatever the hell artifact goodness. This stuff is delicious. This Nestle Splash, it's very tasty. I enjoy it. Overgrown Tomb. Hey, Goyf, that's weird. Okay. Alright. There's a second path, huh? So what do you say we Courser, play this, gain a couple life. We'll keep path open, we'll swing in here for 3. Feels good. I'm not going to path an 0-1 Goyf. Is this like the new Jund kind of thing? Okay. Might as well path this at this point. That's fine. Grab another path. Gain a couple life. Swing in for 4. Let's go ahead and play our Finks out here. Gain some more life. Inquisition, take my path, that's fine. I don't really want to hit a bird, but I guess if we can keep the ground clogged up, our bird can swing over with Noble. Prismatic Vista. This is like Jund. Blood Moon doesn't do much. We might as well play our bird. You got it. Okay, cantrip. There's our knight, which is sweet. Little baby knight, but still sweet nonetheless. What we'll probably do with that is get a Gavany so we could start pumping our birds. We could also just have a kitchen Finks. Okay, there's a Goyf. There's a Lily. So what are we going to sacrifice here? I guess probably our... Are we sacrificing our bird or are we sacrificing our noble? I guess probably our noble. I think we just swing in here. I don't really think we care about Lily. They need to have something good. Voice of Resurgence is awesome if Lily down ticks. He has to have, let's see, even 2 pieces of removal doesn't do it. Yeah, okay. So we're playing like a Jund. A Jund style deck. Which is weird. I doubt they can beat Infinite Life. So what doesn't matter here? Could probably cut a couple nobles. And we could bring in a couple Abrupt Decays. I like Scavenging Ooze. I love Voice of Resurgence. I feel like we could go down a path. And we could go up. Plague Engineer isn't horrible, but I don't really think it's necessary. You know what? Why don't we just keep in... sure, let's bring in a Plague Engineer. It's never a bad thing to have a death touching blocker. So we're going to have way more creatures. That's why I was okay dropping one of the paths. We have a lot of just grind to this deck, especially if we can get Heliod online. Um, this hand's great. Have a little bit of everything. Even if he takes our bird, um, or our bird doesn't survive. We actually have the combo in hand. Provided our bird survives. Yeah, didn't think it would. Okay. Well, we have a voice turn 2, which voice of resurgence in this matchup is definitely underrated. We're hoping to hit a land here. Perfect. So the thing with voice in this matchup is when they drop a Lily, like it's just awesome because Lily down ticks, great sack outlet for it. Yeah, we're just gonna take that 3 here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna play Heliod. Let's just go ahead and swing in there. Let's play our Heliod. Can't do too much about it. So one thing we have to be weary of with the Spike Feeder combo, if they tap out, we basically win. So if they go Bloodbraid here, they lose. Or that. Okay. One thing you have to watch out for is when you down tick the first Spike Feeder, they can respawn and basically bolt this thing. And obviously, you know, or they could push it or whatever, and that would just fizzle. Where our opponent thought we were going to go Kitchen Finks. And obviously, that's not the case. So we'll go to 100 here. Nice thing is we have some padding in Voice of Resurgence if our opponent decides they want to play a Lily. I mean, they have 2 cards in hand. Go ahead and swing here. I guess we do still have a path. I wasn't even thinking about the path. What could they possibly have? Now this does shut off our Finks. It actually also shuts off our Knight. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just get up to 100 here. Just because. I think they're pretty much just Jund, but I don't want to get got by some weird infinite combo that just seems to be running around Modern as of late. Hence, what we were playing is sort of the same kind of thing. Sorry, guys, I know it's kind of boring to watch, but hey. Go ahead, Mr. Goif. uh, that's too funny. But we're gonna hold company here because we want to close the game out. Scavenging news. Kitchen Finks. Go there. Gonna block. Let's go ahead and play a courser here. We can eat the Goif. Grow the Skews. Go ahead and swing in. Get double block here. They don't? Okay. That's also like just the synergy that this freaking thing has now. And I love it because it still feels like it feels like Value Town. So what's this thing all about? 2 damage. 2 damage to that thing. Okay. In response, let's eat a bird. Put a counter on Voice of Resurgence. Alright, so that was fun. That showed you some of the power of this deck. Like I said, like it's probably just a worse version of the sort of Devoted Druid style. I'm actually a member of the Discord where Saint Doom, and he's an awesome Abzan Company player. But a lot of people were playing like, the Heliod Spike Feeder combo, but they're going like all in on it, and putting every life gain combo kind of, into this thing. I don't know. Spike Feeder. The thing that I like about this deck is when we don't have Heliod or Spike Feeder, it's still like a functioning mid-range deck. And sorry, it's hard for me to talk, but it's still a functioning mid-range deck. We were doing okay with Value Town. And, once you kind of understand the nuances of Value Town and how things interact, you can do very well without, this infinite life combo. But now with Heliod, it's like, even if you take Spike Feeder out, if you have Heliod, just like, if you upped a couple Scoozes in the deck, anything that gains you life, I mean, you can easily just, you reset your Finks every time it blocks and dies. Because of the persist trigger, it comes back. You just put the counter back on it. So you have like this blocker with Heliod. You have an infinite blocker and Kitchen Finks. With Courser, every time you're playing a land, you can beef up any other creature. I mean, I've beaten people down with like um, a 6/8 Courser. You know, it's awesome. You know, it's and you just constantly get value. Like if you have Courser out and a Knight out, it's like okay, let's sack Knight, let's get a fetch land, and with Heliod out, it's like let's put a counter on something, let's fetch, let's put another counter on something. I mean, you can just get crazy with those interactions, and then toss Spike Feeder in there, then you have like an infinite combo, infinite life. So I like it. I'm super stoked about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. So stay tuned for League Match 3. It's Pun Factor.